All right, David. So there was a video posted or a reel posted in the group last night. And I want your opinion on it. There were a lot of like mixed feelings. Some people were upset and said that whatever. They thought that it was icky. Some people thought it was great. Shop owners thought it was great. Technicians thought it was icky. Okay. So I want your opinion or your feedback on it. It says, James is one of our hustlers. Great attitude and work ethic. Remember, completed hours and worked hours are two different things. We love adding great players like James. Visit our website for career opportunities, and then it's got hashtag diesel shop, diesel tech, truck tech, technician, and mechanic. One thing I will say, and I'm terrible for this, is I hate it when you don't get your punctuation consistent. If you're going to capitalize every single word, capitalize every single word. Don't capitalize one and then the wrong one and then one and then the wrong one. You know what I'm saying? Like, be consistent in how you do it. Like, if you're putting this out for everybody to see, right? It's had 2,300 views. So some people have looked at it. It's got a laugh and a like, right? And it's had one share.
The actual reel has? Mm-hmm. Or the sharing?
The actual reel has.
Okay.
Yep. We take the trust of our listeners very seriously, and I hope that you know that when I say that Shopware is the best automotive shop management system, I believe it in my heart of hearts. And now it's even better. With new features like Tech App, it streamlines the inspection and dispatching process for you and your technicians. And with massive improvements to Shopware's exclusive digital vehicle experience, they have stepped their game up to a whole new level. So if you haven't scheduled a demo yet, click the link in the show notes and do it today. If you've already had a demo and you were waiting to finally switch, there has never been a better time. So click that link and get started today.
How many hours you turned last week?
88.
That's James. He's a young hustler, came to us earlier this year and is absolutely crushing it. James completed 88 hours last week and lives in a place like this. This is the Gulf Coast of Florida, people, and it's absolutely calm, tropical, and a beautiful place to live.
Right now.
All of our locations are within an hour of this, if not closer.
Within an hour
But
of
don't let
this.
James be the only one that takes the opportunity of this. You could too. You just got to make the decision and commit. Commit to giving your family an opportunity to live like this while you're making an excellent income and you're growing as a person and as an employee and reaching your goals. And if you live here and you're not taking advantage of this, well, I feel sorry for you. If you're interested in this opportunity, send us an email, give us a call, or click that link.
Okay.
I like the music.
Yeah, the music was pretty good.
Yeah.
Did a good job on that. Do you think that's an effective way to reach technicians?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've said this several times.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Could you talk into the mic?
I was talking into the mic.
No, you're going over here.
Are we going to fight today? Is today the day we're going to go out in the parking lot? We're going to fight.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go. You just admitted people came at you with physical violence, so
I'm going to attack you.
Come on. Let's do it.
I go straight for the knees. You're bigger than I am. I'll go straight for those knees. Anyway. Have you got that taken care of?
Yes, I have that taken care of.
Who's messaging you? What is it now? Juan sent me a message and he's like, "Hey buddy, how you doing?" And then nothing.
Oh, you know that's a bad sign.
I know,
bro.
right? And I said, "What? Oh, what's happening? What's going on? What is it? Don't leave me hanging."
Walks outside and he's like, "Hey, that actually was not the recycling center. It's on fire."
No, that'd be great. So the recycling center is apparently downwind or upwind from us. So all of that smoke is hitting all of northern Johnson County, and so they send an alert out saying, "Hey, just letting you know, there's going to be a problem with air quality today because all of the smoke is hitting North Johnson County." So I don't know. Nobody's taken any pictures of it. Somebody took a picture of the fire, and they sent it to me, but I haven't seen the outside of the shop to see if it's all like covered in soot or whatever. If I owned a shop in the Gulf Coast of Florida, if I owned a shop in Hawaii,
yeah,
kidding me?
Sure.
I'd be pushing that thing too. I'd be sitting on a beach going. There was a shop owner with my old coaching company, and he was right outside the beach. Like you would walk out of his shop, hang a left, beach, and yeah, that was in his marketing.
That's
come
amazing.
work on the beach. Yeah, like who wouldn't want to do that?
So there were some people who were upset, and I saw some comments and questions like, "Oh, what about this? What about that?" And I bet that shop's not air conditioned. I bet this. I bet that. Well, I mean, that's your job as a technician. Like if you're taking a job, then those are things that if you have things that are important to you, it's your job to make sure that you're documenting that and saying, "Hey, here's my expectation." Right? I don't know that I'd go bashing dude's job post.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, if you want to bash it. We bash lots of things. That's not the issue. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. I don't know that touting that he got 88 hours, that immediately tells you, okay, that's a flat rate shop, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
But if it's fleet work, I think it was a fleet company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's fleet work. So
it's
they're
mobile and in shop.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? And now it would seem that they were trying to hire for in shop, but it does say mobile and in shop. Now I know some of those mobile truck guys. Dude, that's a hard life right there.
That is extremely hard. Yeah.
You're changing tires on the side of the road. You're working on trucks on the side of the interstate.
Yeah.
You know, they've got those long bridges, between Tampa and so like you're out there and you're like, oh God. Like if somebody swerves, man, that's it. Like there's nowhere to go. I'm sure they would pull somebody off, like they wouldn't leave them out there and work on it. But I mean, those are things that I question about it.
Yeah, so there are some caveats, but the guy's not going to say, hey, yeah, you are going to have to work on the side of the road while it's raining cats and dogs on one of those mile-long bridges. Sorry. But also, you can live on the beach, and as long as you turn the hours, you can make lots of money. He's not going to say all that.
Well, of course not. I mean,
you're gonna feature what you have to show. The achieve your goals and that kind of stuff, that was a little fluffy. I would probably.
Well, he left out the part where he was saying like, "Achieve your goals for me," right? Achieve my goals for me.
I would nail that down a little bit better, but overall, that's not bad.
Right. Well, I mean, I think when we see these things, technicians are really quick to jump on them and call BS, right? And I think you make a very valid point. You see an advertisement for peanut butter, they don't tell you about the Prop 65 warning on the back of the jar or whatever it is, right? That would be silly, right? And they don't have to, but that's what advertising is. You got to know the difference between, now if the guy came into the group and he posted, hey, I'm looking for technicians and I own the best shop in the whole world and blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, that at that point, it's like, dude, you set yourself up for it. But
just putting yourself out there is going to open yourself up for criticism. That's not the issue. Who is message bombing you? Somebody's message bombing you. What is it now?
Don't worry about
it. You're going to open yourself up if you put yourself out there, regardless. But like you're saying, part of advertising is putting your best foot forward, selling what you have to offer. He's selling. That's what he's doing. He's selling the job.
Yeah.
Cannot begrudge the guy. And the ones they're like, oh, I'm going to call BS. It's like, dude, have you never seen an ad before in your entire life?
Yeah.
Are Fords really built Ford tough? Or
yeah, I mean, they're built.
What does that even mean?
They're built Ford tough. And Ford tough is not like, see, that's the thing is you change the name, right? You put something else behind it because now it's not tough. It's Ford tough.
Yeah.
So it's kind of mushy and squishy and parts fall off when you hit bumps.
Yeah, sometimes. But it's advertising. So the guy's trying to get applicants. I guarantee it works. If he has enough people see it, he's going to get 20, 30 applicants. Where how many shops say, hey, I've put an ad out there and I've gotten 0 applicants. It's like, dude, it's because your ad sucks. his ad is much better.
It is.
He got 20, 30 applicants. He's probably going to hire one person out of those 20, 30 applicants.
Right. It is far more effective. And if in a world where we see hundreds of text ads, they're all the same text ad. They all sound very similar. They all talk about the same thing. And here's the thing that shop owners need to realize is when they make a job posting, right? They have to realize they're in a sea of job postings. They see their business and they put out that job posting and they're like, hiring a technician, smiley face, call me. Your group of friends.
We're growing again.
Right? Your group of friends
Joe's Auto Shop is growing again.
Well,
we need to hire a technician with at least 5 years experience. And it's like,
must have own tools, must have
his own tools. Yeah.
Well, so one of the things
that of the fastest growing family and blah, blah. It's like, oh, come on, dude.
Well,
They're all the same.
Let's think about this for a second though. It's like beyond that, I think they're afraid, right? Because, we were talking to Bill Adams yesterday, right? No, it wasn't Bill Adams. It was Cecil. Cecil was talking about the shop failing, right? And he was like, man, I just knew everybody in town just knew what an idiot I was and how stupid I was. And like that I just didn't know what I was doing. He's like, turns out they didn't know, right?
Why would they?
Right? Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking he said they didn't know. Well, like, Cecil, are you saying you're an idiot? But anyway, I digress. But my point is that they didn't know that anything had even happened to the shop. He just closed the doors. That was it, right? And they didn't think anything more about it. Well, I think a lot of shops are afraid to put out that tech ad. Well, everybody's going to know I lost a technician. Everybody's going to know I don't have the help I need. Everybody's going to know whatever. So they try and keep it as low key as possible in some cases, right? I've seen a lot. Yeah, I've seen a lot of shops do that. I've talked to a lot of shops and they're like, well, I didn't really want to put that out there for everybody to see. I was trying to keep it in my close group of friends. There's so few truly qualified technicians in the world today that your close group of friends, you might in a million years get super lucky if you've got a giant group of friends on Facebook or wherever you posted it. You might find one that's qualified, right? And so you have to be reaching out. You can't look in your community. You can't look in necessarily even your state. You got to be looking all over the country. Some say you got to look all over the world and look for opportunity everywhere you see it. And so I think that's the thing is that they don't realize, A, what a big pool they're posting into, and B, they don't realize that they're not being effective with what they're posting.